generally covers a lot of awesome things.
Usually.
Entertaining things.
Most often.
Fantastic stuff.
Definitely.
But for potentially the very last week, the midweek wrap-up, one more time, gets to be glorious.
Wow. That intro got real deep. I kind of like it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Our main event of NXT, we'll just tell you right now, the final confrontation, on NXT at least, between Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode. But NXT opened up with Sanity laid out by their car along with about 3 or 4 security guards.
Yeah.
And 2 nondescript people walking away in white t-shirts.
Oh no, White T-shirt Squad.
Then we had...
Somebody called Quack and Don Montoya and Reckless Youth.
Oh, that was their thing, huh?
They were the Black T-shirt Squad.
Yeah. Then we had our first promo from the new NXT champion, Drew McIntyre.
And essentially it's just like, hey, I'm a fighting champ. Come up to my face and tell me you want to fight, and then we'll fight. Okay?
But specifically, he called out Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Drew McIntyre.
He called himself out.
Yeah, he did. And Adam Cole.
Baby!
But he ended up getting Roderick Strong, who did exactly what Drew wanted. He stepped right up and he said, I want a shot of that belt. And Drew was so happy that he yelled at him. And so somewhere down the line, we're going to be getting a title match between Drew McIntyre and Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Then we had a pseudo rematch, sort of, in the women's division. We saw Ruby Riott beat Billie Kay a couple weeks ago. Peyton Royce decided to try it this week. Great match between these two.
It was fun.
I never expected a lot out of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, just because they seemed like they were so much more the pretty women as opposed to the like legitimately physical women, and it's surprising. They seem to get better every week, and I
have a match on a DVD I need to show you.
All right, cool. So yeah, Billie Kay got significantly more involved than Peyton Royce did the first time around, because Ruby was on pretty much a hot streak. She was heading towards the hashtag winning train, but unfortunately she got pulled out of the ring and booted in the face by Billie Kay, tossed back in the ring, and then got slammed down with the Fisherman's Suplex, and Peyton Royce defeated Ruby Riott.
Yeah. Man, shades of Kane. I guess.
It's Nigel. Just let Nigel be Nigel.
There's so many other people though that he could have been shades of. Not that he's wrong.
At that point in time, apparently, it's Billie Kane. In the moment, it felt like Kane, apparently.
Alright.
Tweet your grievances at Nigel McGuinness.
You know I'm too lazy to tweet.
You don't even have the app on your phone.
No.
That's how lazy you are.
I don't have enough. Well, I just don't have enough space.
You need a new phone. We also had the squashiest of squashy tag matches as Heavy Machinery defeated 2 jobbers that I wasn't going to take the time to remember their names because they were...
2 guys in matching singlets.
Yeah.
That was their name. That was legitimately their team name.
And they were 2 smashed guys in matching singlets.
Fists.
What?
Fists.
That's a fish without an H.
That's a fist without a T.
Oh.
Friends in similar singlets.
I get what you did there. Yeah, Heavy Machinery ended up hitting the compactor with one guy onto the other guy. That dude
bottom dude had 3 other dudes on top of him.
2 of which were Dozer and Tucker. It was a bad day for that guy.
And not to say that either of those guys were particularly small either. They were kind of some very cylindrical built people.
They were some of the heftier jobbers we've seen on NXT. Yeah. Usually NXT jobbers are tiny dudes.
I'll be real, the dude probably had about 1,000 pounds on him. at the peak of that move.
Yeah, it was not a good ending for that guy.
Pretty sure one of those boards underneath him probably cracked.
Probably. Yeah, speaking of jobbers, I'm sure we'll probably go back to the tiny ones next week, as 3 people will take on Lars Sullivan in a handicap match.
I bet it's going to be all 3 of his former tag team partners that he squished.
That makes sense. I just don't remember who any of them were. Except I think one of them was Dime Store Seth Rollins.
Yes.
So that's the only one I'm going to recognize. Lars didn't seem too upset about this punishment that William Regal handed him.
Thought about it, and was like, all right, and walked away.
Gave a little bit of a smirk on the way out, so it's just, Lars is just going to have a whole lot of fun next week. Also next week, we're getting a rematch between Cesar Bononi and Andrade Cien Almas. I think it's going to go a bit better for Andrade this time around.
Yeah, he's trying to get a ticket on the winning train.
Yeah, I mean, well, after losing to Cesar and just kind of like not giving a shit, Zelina's making him buy a ticket to the hashtag winning train.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a choice. She's going to make him do it. And finally next week, we are also going to get what I assume is going to be the main event, Cassius Ohno versus Hideo Itami in a no disqualification match.
Yeah.
They're going to fuck each other up, and it's going to be fantastic.
Probably.
So,
or it'll go the way of, like, the other NXT no disqualification matches where a chair might get used.
It cannot. It can't be as bad as Baron Corbin versus Bull Dempsey. I just want to call him Bull James because that's what he is
same
now.
guy.
It can't. No, I don't think Cassius Ohno and Hideo Itami can physically do that match. There's too much animosity in this, and they are both very angry, very physical dudes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, NXT doesn't have the greatest track record with their no DQ matches.
Well, now we have Kenta and Chris Hero, so I think we're going to be okay.
It's just going to be like one blatant eye poke. And that's all. That's the only disqualifiable thing that'll happen in the entire match. Cassius is going to run roughshod over Hideo, and Hideo's just going to right in front of the referee. The referee's just going to go, I can't do anything. And then Hideo...
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Like 8 times.
You're making me hesitant about it, and I don't like it. Moving on.
Always hesitant.
So yeah, those are our 3 matches next week so I'm sure we'll probably have some promos and some bits to fill the rest of the space, but yeah, those are probably going to be our only 3 matches next week. Maybe 4, because I don't think Lars is going to take too long with the 3 jobbers. But our main event tonight, as we said, Roderick Strong versus Bobby Roode. Roderick Strong obviously winning this chance by beating Drew McIntyre 2 weeks ago, because Bobby Roode set himself up. And, I mean, you can't go wrong with Roderick Strong versus Bobby Roode.
Yeah, no, it's another classic.
They are really good at taking similar spots and just rearranging them and making the match feel fresh, and it seems like it's not necessarily better, but on the same level of intensity every single time, and it never disappoints. Yeah. I'm glad we got to see this match live.
Yeah, no, what I appreciate is, because of where they're putting the storylines, and both guys just having years of experience, and that drive to just keep going, is every time they've had a match, they've been able to tell a completely different story.
Yeah, and this was way more the redemption of Roderick Strong, and Bobby obviously moving on to SmackDown, he makes Roderick Strong look like $1 million on top of the fact that Roderick Strong is already a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah.
It just adds to it. It gives a lot of credibility to Roderick Strong. It doesn't hurt Bobby Roode in the least. and he gets to go to SmackDown as a former NXT champion. So, but yeah, it was just a lot. Bobby pulled the heat, ended up burning him this time because he decided to say that he decided to tell Roddy that he was a disgrace and an embarrassment to his family, and then slapped him in the face. And that was answered with some high knees, and I think. Let me guess. I said high knee. You're stupid. And he also hit the end of Heartache twice on Bobby Roode, and Roderick Strong defeats Bobby Roode and will soon head to a title match against Drew McIntyre.
You know, I was thinking, because we're just assuming that the 3-on-1 handicap match next week is going to be, like, 3 jobbers.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, what is it, like, as a swerve? Like, because this is supposed to be a punishment, like, what if, like, Lars goes out there, and then Regal's like, okay, here's your opponents, and it's, like, Dan Matha and the Authors of Pain?
It's just a bunch of big dudes.
Like, the 3 biggest guys on the roster.
Well,
I mean,
Lars probably wouldn't be smiling at that point.
Nothing like that ever actually happens, but I mean, it'd be a twist. Let's be honest.
We had Drew McIntyre come out and
one of them will be the guy who he beat up at Portland here.
Oh, the fucking Seahawk dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
One of them will be that guy. Watch.
Fuck that guy. Wearing his stupid Seahawk jersey. Drew McIntyre came out and held up the title. And
Bobby was just like, "Oh boy,
I'm not getting that back." And Roddy, both of them kind of like.
And Roddy was just like sitting there on the bottom rope, completely covered in sweat.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre, saying, "Hey, this is for you soon," but.
And then 3 suavely dressed gentlemen beat him up.
Those suavely dressed people being Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and not Drew McIntyre, but Adam Cole.
Baby!
Yeah, they beat the hell out of Drew McIntyre, dropped him on the lights, and William Regal chased them out to the parking lot to where they said, you don't know when we're going to show up, you don't know where we're going to come from, we do what we want, when we want, and they ran like little bitches.
Yeah,
and Adam Cole, William Regal
gingerly jogged after them.
Yeah.
And Adam Cole kept repeating the phrase, "This is our NXT," over and over and over and over.
Well, this is their NXT.
He didn't want them to forget.
Kind of like we're never gonna forget that Emma started the women's revolution.
Yeah.
They're just gonna ingrain it in our brains. All right, let's move on to
Let's
Lucha.
call that braining it.
Underground, you're stupid.
Don't call Lucha Underground stupid.
There was a break in there. I was pointing that comment towards
you.
You
said Lucha Underground, you're
no,
stupid.
I said Lucha, you're stupid. Underground. That's not what I said.
No.
Pretend that's what I said. Lucha Underground, Dario Cueto took that 619 last week real personal.
Well, yeah. But, I mean... I'm getting confused at this storyline now.
With Dario Matanza?
Well, Dario and Ray.
Okay.
Because I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck in the world did Dario come out and get him, like, interfere in the match in the first place? Because he it's not like he's appeared previously to have beef with Rey Mysterio.
Well, okay, so, yeah, it made sense at first because it seemed like he wanted to stop Ray from winning by using the fact that Dominic got involved.
Yeah.
And then he took it upon himself to punch Ray in the face, which is what incited the 619.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Ray was like, oh, okay, I understand. I think Ray probably would have understood if Dario was like, I don't want your son ruining this title match. But then Dario punched Ray in the face, and Ray's like, fuck you, dude, I'm going to kick you in yours. Yeah. Now he's going to sick Matanza on him.
So in 2 weeks, on the 100th episode of Lucha Underground.
Yeah! We're going to get Rey Mysterio versus Matanza. I don't know how this is going to go.
And Dario has given him the very, very blatant instructions Matanza Crush.
With Son of Madness versus Masquerita Sagrada.
Bless you.
Thank you. You can guess how this went.
Yeah, Masquerade kicked his ass from here to Kingdom Come.
If you guess that, you'd be wrong.
Fuck.
Because Son of Madness beat him with a brainbuster.
Yeah.
And then tried to...
Sagrada had some moments, though.
Yeah, Sagrada always has his moments. But Son of Madness...
Can he win, please?
Son of Madness had a brainbuster. And that put Masquerita Sagrada down. He tried to continue the beatdown after the match, but Son of Havoc ran down, attacked Son of Madness. Security got involved. The Rabbit Tribe saved Masquerita Sagrada. Paul London gingerly carried him away.
Paul London and his bedazzled codpiece.
And so all of this craziness incites Dario Cueto to make the first ever Boyle Heights Biker Brawl as our main event.
Woo.
As Son of Madness will take on Son of Havoc.
Woo.
And he made it for one of the Aztec medallions.
What?
Because we've only assigned 3 of those so far, and that's the Rabbit Tribe. So we got a few more to do as we are 4 weeks away from the first night of Ultima Lucha Tres.
It's almost like we're going to have one a week.
Is that how that works?
I'm just saying, the math works.
Alright. We had Marty the Moth. Marty the Moth being extra creepy, along with... I mean, Mariposa's getting really into this whole, like, extra creepy vibe, too. Like, she's always just been kind of more mysterious, but now she's gone straight with the crazy, just like Marty has.
And I'm okay with it.
Melissa is not.
No.
Melissa is done with it. Yeah, Marty...
I'm just saying.
Marty versus Argenis started competitive, and then essentially...
It went into the bleachers?
It essentially became pseudo-murder, as, you know, once Marty got the advantage and then ripped the mask open, it was just...
Yeah, ripped the mask open. They fought on the outside. Argenis did the cool Rana off the bleachers.
That was really cool. I thought he was going to go over a crossbody. He did a head scissors instead.
But then that's when Mariposa grabbed him and shoved him face first into the ring post.
Yeah.
And
then it became a bloody fucking mess.
Yeah. And then Marty beat him.
And Marty was also a bloody fucking mess.
But it was Argenis' blood.
Yeah, it was none of Marty's. Yeah.
He stole his mask. His bloody, bloody mask.
Wiping it on his face.
He licked it at one point. He was cutting a promo at Melissa, and he licked the mask. And there was just like dead silence, and like 3 people just went, oh.
And then he told Melissa that he was going to do the same thing to Phoenix, and challenged him to a match at Ultima Lucha Tres. Phoenix accepted by drop kicking Marty the Moth and then super kicking Mariposa, and said there would be mask versus hair at Ultima Lucha Tres.
Lucha de Puesta!
What? And Marty was kind of mad.
I was convinced that this was just going to be an intergender tag match.
I don't think Melissa's ready for that yet. Maybe season 4.
We didn't think Maria Menounos was ready at WrestleMania. But
it's true, and she proved us wrong.
Yeah, even with some spray tan poopy pants.
We had Sexy Star versus Joey Ryan. Jesus Christ.
With cheerleader Taya on the outside.
Yeah, this is I don't know if this was like Sexy was just mad that Joey ruined the mask versus mask match.
I think so.
But yeah, essentially.
What we didn't know is that Sexy Star and Cortez Castro were really actually good friends backstage. And so when Joey pulled the mask off, she's like, "Oh shit, that's my friend."
Yeah.
And now Joey Ryan is trying to beat him up all over the ring, and he got my friend counted out, even though I won. Man, I am so mad at Joey Ryan.
I won this match. How dare you, Joey Ryan?
God, I didn't want help.
Boy, Lucha Underground's transmittable disease might be my favorite thing that Matt Striker has ever said on commentary.
Yeah. Never at a loss for nicknames. Is
no,
Matt Twinkletoes Striker.
Twinkletoes? Really? Man. Yeah, no, it was a great match. It was very distracting having Taya run around and dance and wave the Go Sexy Star sign on the outside.
Yeah.
Which eventually Sexy was kind of done with.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because you would think, just tune it out because it didn't bug you for like the first 5 minutes she was out there.
Taya's loud though.
So are the fans.
Yeah, but the fans weren't being sarcastic with their cheers.
I think she was being completely real cheerleading for Sexy Star.
I think you're giving her way too much credit.
I'm just saying.
That's okay though.
She's just ready. She's trying to get herself lined up for when Johnny Mundo eventually loses the Lucha Underground Championship. She just wants to have a different set of coattails she can hop on real quick.
Ah, okay.
She's looking for a contingency plan in case Slamtown closes for business.
Sexy Star decided she was done with the cheerleading, and she was throwing Joey around by his chest hair. She was doing real well, and then she decided to jump on Taya on the outside.
And then viciously smashed the sign over her head.
Yeah, God, all that construction paper. Then she kicked Taya, and Taya went, ah!
Yeah, multiple kicks to the thigh, I guess.
Sexy got back into the ring, only to get super kicked by Joey Ryan.
Hey, that's not a super kick, that's a thrust kick.
My bad. Joey Ryan picks up the win, and then tries to give the lollipop treatment to Sexy Star, but is stopped by Cortez Castro.
Yeah, and his kendo stick.
Yeah.
Or giant lollipop stick.
Sure. Who then went to Dario Cueto, and Dario's totally privy to this whole situation that both Cortez and Joey are cops.
Yeah. Joey straight up told him.
So he's like, hey, I don't care what's going on here. How about I put your manliness against Joey's? We try and prove to the boys at the police station that which one of you's tougher.
Real badass.
So what I heard is they're gonna put different weapons in each corner. At least that's what I heard.
I thought it was just weapons around ringside.
Okay, I heard it was going to be a different weapon in each corner, because I thought it was going to be like a 4 corners of pain match, but they're calling it a 5-0 street fight.
Yeah, well, we didn't know if there's going to be 5 sides to the ring in this match. They're going to add an extra side.
Weird. This is Pentagon, because then it would be it. Hey, shut up.
Who's stupid now? Not Lucha Underground.
Nope. Still you. 5-0 street fight, and it'll be for an Aztec medallion.
Yeah, that was... I thought it was funny that was what swayed Cortez Castro / Ricky Reyes / Veneno /
Officer Reyes
/ Bald Guy.
And he says, well, I guess I'll see you next week. So yeah, we're having that match next week. Joey Ryan versus Cortez Castro. And in the main event, the Boyle Heights Biker Brawl was insane.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
The crowd was super into it.
Yeah, they were so into the crowd.
Yeah, they were so into it. They were involved a lot.
Yeah.
So many crowd spots.
Son of Havoc. Being thrown into the crowd. Some of them got toppled over by Son of Madness when he spilled into the front row of the bleachers.
Yeah.
But no one seemed to be mad.
No, everyone.
Especially not Lucha Underground.
Yeah, no, she was chanting, "This is awesome." She was all for it. Yeah, I mean,
there were multiple garbage cans.
A couple of bikes.
a very, very, very legitimately real hammer.
There was a motorcycle helmet. There was a detour sign. A bottle.
That was empty.
Yeah.
Why was there just a random empty beer bottle under the ring?
Because bikers like to drink.
I'm just saying, somebody from the ring crew needs to be fired.
That drinking on the job?
I mean, think about it. If you're drunk and you're putting a ring together, that's dangerous for everyone involved.
Well,
a cable could snap. There could be boards in the wrong places.
Well, we're 3 seasons deep. It doesn't seem to be affecting anything yet.
Well, this could have been the first time.
Okay.
I don't think that bottle's been there since the beginning.
We have 8 more weeks of this season. If the ring collapses, I'll give you all the credit to this whole spiel you're going on. But as of right now,
just wait for Matanza versus Cage versus Mil Muertes triple threat match
versus Tejano. You just want to
no? I'm just talking about all the gods.
Oh, Tejano's not a god.
No.
God.
He's a blue collar brawler.
God damn it. Yeah. So once the toolbox came out of it, I didn't even remember what the other thing was.
I think it was a wrench, but he just tossed it, tossed a perfectly good metal other object. Just nope. I want the hammer.
Well, I mean, if you ask me, I feel like a hammer is way more vicious than a wrench. It's got that. It's supposed to be swung. It's supposed to beat the shit out of something. And when that something is a human being, it's gnarly.
Yeah, but I look. Okay, say if it was a wrench, because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Just like a little adjustable wrench.
Oh, like a ratchet.
No, but like
a
little twisty thing on it that opens and closes.
Yeah.
But for me, if I was looking at the two and I had to pick one to defend myself with, I'm picking the wrench. Because the whole thing is metal.
Here's the thing, he wasn't defending himself. He was going in there to beat the shit out of
Well, I mean, in a fight situation, I'm picking the whole metal object and not the little bit of metal on the end of a wooden stick.
But if the wooden stick breaks, you can stab somebody. It's versatile. You're not going to get any stabbing motion with a wrench.
I mean, you could.
You could. It would be real... Ugh, gross.
That's why I'm picking the wrench.
Fair enough. But Son of Madness went with the hammer, which didn't bode well for him. Havoc was able to kind of get around him, ended up trying to go, he ducked the hammer a few times, and Son of Madness was trying, he went up to the top rope, I think, right? Or did he grab the bottle first?
Son of Havoc grabbed the bottle first. He kicked Son of Madness, which caused him to drop the hammer.
Right.
And then, went around, grabbed the bottle, and then went to a different corner and got up on the top. So, Son of Madness was all dazed from getting hit and didn't realize that Son of Havoc had grabbed the bottle.
Yeah.
And he ran and he did the whole jump up to the second rope thing for a cool move for fucking Kurt Angle, because, you made that popular.
Yeah.
I think. I don't remember anybody else doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's Kurt Angle.
But Son of Havoc had the beer bottle ready to go.
Oh yeah, no,
and just smashed it right on his head.
Yeah, there was no hesitation there.
And then hit him with the best shooting star in the business today.
Absolutely.
And picked up the win.
Yeah.
And the medallion. And his vest.
Yeah. And so now...
That was a win-win-win.
Yeah, it was a good night for Son of Havoc.
Yeah, good night, Son of Havoc.
Good night, Son of Havoc. And good night to you. Thanks for watching.
Unless it's the morning. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Even if it is the morning, be sure to click all the links down below.
Yeah, and in the afternoon, look at all the links, because there's a lot.
Yeah. You could spend all day, listening to our podcast.
Yeah, it's the SoundCloud one.
Or you could spend your time checking out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yeah, it's Reasonable to W.
Like wrestling.
In the evening.
Thanks. Yeah, you can check out the brand new unboxing videos. You can check out the brand new punishment videos.
Boodio taste test video.
Yeah, all that stuff is over on that channel. But we're done for the week. We'll see you next week.
Maybe. Maybe we'll be blind.
Maybe they'll be blind.
No, you said we'll see you next week.
Oh.
And for shits and giggles, we might throw in a recap of the Mae Young Classic first round.
Yes. And we'll also have a brand new top 5 because September's starting. So Kevin Hawk's going to let us know who impressed him in August.
Oh, yeah. Brock Lesnar. All 5.
I will punch you so fucking hard. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. Seriously, don't go for it.
Shut up, Twinkle Toes.